Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Taemin Baby. So today I'm going to be responding to unpopular K-pop opinions. This is something new that I've never really done on this channel before. So I decided I'd give it a shot and see, how this does. I've tried to upload this video twice and it kept getting copyrighted. So hopefully this time it won't. I don't have anything in here that should be. So hopefully it doesn't. I'm not going to ramble because you guys know how these videos work. So let's get right into it. Hope you guys enjoy. Try not to get offended. I'm pretty harsh in this video though. All right, enjoy. Number 1, Red Velvet isn't even remotely mistreated by SM. So I 100% disagree with this because there are a lot of things that go into being mistreated by your company. It's not always like how many comebacks you get. There are a lot of different factors, and I do think SM puts Red Velvet on the back burner a lot, and I don't think SM necessarily respects Red Velvet, nor really listens to what they want or how they want to operate and how they want to better their group. I think SM is more just about what they want, and they use Red Velvet when they feel like it and just kind of ignore them when they don't. So I do think that Red Velvet is definitely mistreated a lot in SM, and I think it's kind of sad because Red Velvet has always worked really hard. And they've always gave their best effort, but they've never really gotten the respect they deserve from their own company. Number 2, adding Mark back into Dream is not the move. I agree and disagree for various different reasons. I agree with this because Mark is going to be severely overworked when he goes back into Dream like he used to be, and I think that'll take a toll on him, and I don't really want him to be unhealthy. But I also disagree because I think the members would love to have him back. I think he would love to go back. And I think that I think he probably misses Dream and he would love to be back in Dream. So I'm on the fence with this one. I kind of agree, but at the same time, I also disagree for different reasons. So this one is kind of iffy. Number 3, Treasure's lineup doesn't make sense. Girl, don't even get me started on Treasure. I'm not going to say too much about this because I'm making an entire video about Treasure Box and everything that happened with it and what was wrong with it. And I'm just going to break it all down into detail. So I'm not going to say too much, but I will just say that I do agree with this. I still love all the members. I don't hate any of them, but I do definitely think that YG is a cheater and he's a liar and that he did a lot of things that he shouldn't have done with this survival program. Number 4, canceling idols over cultural appropriation is stupid and immature. This is also one that I will not talk too long about because I feel like there's no point. In the K-pop fandom world, we go over this a million times and nothing ever changes and the same things are always brought back up. Y'all don't really care about cultural appropriation and y'all just pretend like y'all do. But I will say it depends on what the idol did and how they reacted to it. If it's something that they didn't know would be offensive and they genuinely just don't know, and they apologize and they never do it again, I really don't think it's fair to cancel them. So I do kind of agree because they didn't know. You can't fault them when they didn't know. And as long as they grow from it and don't do it again, I don't think there's really a problem with it. But if they find out that it's cultural appropriation and they don't care and they keep doing it, then I think there's a problem. But no idol's ever really done that before. So I pretty much agree with this statement. Number 5, the LANA and FEIFEI debacle. I'm using this video because it's just a random video. I don't really care. But surprisingly on Reddit, there was a really big debacle about the LANA and FEIFEI thing. And I'm not going to talk too much about this because it's really dumb. But for people who don't understand why we're mad at LANA and not FEIFEI, it's because LANA is a white woman trying to force her way into K-pop. And FEIFEI is a Chinese woman trying to get into Chinese music. The comparison, there's none. There is no comparison. The correlation between the two is -3. There's nothing to compare, so please stop comparing the situations. LANA is a colonizer, FEIFEI is not. Number 6, most idols aren't artists.
You good? No, you're not. You're not, baby, and it's okay. You're not good, and it's okay. You don't need to be good all the time. It's okay to not be good.
SUPERM was only created to benefit NCT, and it worked. I disagree with this. I don't think SUPERM was made to benefit NCT. I don't think they made this entire group and all these promotions just to benefit NCT. I think NCT definitely benefited the most, but I don't think it was intentional. I think it just so happened to be that way. I think SUPERM as a whole was created to just push SM and to just kind of get more attention and more interest flowing for SM groups and SM as a company. I don't think it was made just with the intention of pushing NCT. It just so happened that NCT was the group that benefited the most from it. Number 8, there are no real favorites in YG. I don't agree with this at all because it's very wrong. It's very obvious who in YG groups are the favorite. And to the point where I don't even have to say who because y'all already know who. If I say who's the favorite and winner, everybody's going to say Mino. If I say who's the favorite in Icon, everybody's going to say Bobby. In the same way, if I say with BLACKPINK or Big Bang or 21, you'll say Jennie, you'll say gdragon, and you'll say CL. And I think YG Entertainment makes it very obvious, and it's not right. I don't understand why they make it obvious as if they're doing nothing wrong. It's not right. I don't think that necessarily being a favorite or playing favorites is harmful unless you make it harmful. As long as other members get opportunities as well, I don't necessarily think that there's a problem if another member gets, say, a little bit more until it gets to the point where it's abusive, like the power is being severely abused, like how, like, I won't name anything specific because I don't want to cause any fighting, but if every single member in the group gets next to nothing and then one member gets, it's like something every single week, I think that's where a problem ensues, and I think that that is what YG Entertainment tends to do, and I don't think it's fair and I don't think it's right, but I mean there's nothing really to expect from YG Entertainment. They're a shit company, so we're used to this by now. Number 9, not every member needs to go solo. I just want to say this has nothing to do with ITZY. I'm using a random fan cam, but I will say I 100% agree with this because not every member is meant to be solo. Not every member can be a soloist. There are some things certain members and groups just cannot do, and there are certain members and groups that just aren't ready for it, I think. And I think that there are just certain members also who have flaws that can't really be hidden when you're a soloist. When you're in a group, you have other members to make up for your faults. When you're solo, you really don't have that. So I definitely do think that not every member needs to be solo and not every member can go solo because it's not really made for everybody. And some people just, they really can't hold their own and they're not meant to be soloist. Number 10, JYP is wasting money on day 6. I wish some of y'all would be quiet if y'all had nothing intelligent to say. That is kind of what I wish a lot of y'all would do. Because first things first, isn't day 6 under a subsidiary? They're not even really under JYP anymore. So that's the first thing. Second thing is JYP is not putting that much money into day 6 in the first place for them to lose. They're a K band, so most of the stuff that idols have to do, day 6 doesn't really have to do because they're not dancing or performing like idols are. They're using their instruments, so there's not really much being put into them in the first place. And also, day 6 is one of the biggest, if not the biggest K band in all of K-pop. So I don't think that they're losing any money. I think they're doing just fine. Their album sales and tour revenue is what makes them money. So stop letting YouTube views dictate if a group is popular or not. That doesn't make any sense. Also, I just want to also point out quickly that JYP was the only company of the big 3 that didn't have a deficit in 2019. They made money. So I don't think they're losing anything. I think they're doing just fine. Number 11, idols should put up more of a fight when a member is removed or leaves their group. This one I can't really agree or disagree with because we just don't really know. Idols could be putting up a fight and we would never know. They could be going to their company every single day and fighting for their member, and we just don't know. Also, not every idol can, like, if you're talking about like getting on like social media and speaking out about it, not every idol can do that because they'd get in trouble with their company. So this one I can't really agree with just because we don't know if they are actually putting up a fight. And going back on to what I said about them going on social media and like defending their member or stuff like that, idols really can't do that because they'll get in trouble. And also, when idols do speak out about stuff like members leaving, you guys flip the script on them so quickly. When Woojin left Stray Kids, everyone was begging for a reason and was begging the members to talk about Woojin and talk about what happened. When Chan talked about it, and he didn't even name Woojin, he kept it anonymous. Everybody flipped on Chan and said, you're being immature, you shouldn't have brought it up. When it's like, you were all begging him to talk about it, and now you're telling him that he's immature for talking about it. When he didn't even say his name. So I just think idols can't do that because A, they'd get in trouble with their company, and B, the fans, they'll flip on you quicker than I don't know what. So I don't think it's really possible. BLACKPINK was JYP's inspiration for ITZY. See, I wish y'all would shut up because they're not similar in the slightest and y'all really be reaching. Number 13, K-idol rappers will never be better than actual rappers. I wish y'all would stop undermining and disrespecting idol rappers just because they're idol rappers. Like, I wish I would stop doing that. Skill is skill. It doesn't matter if you're an idol rapper or underground. It doesn't matter. Skill is skill. If you are a good rapper, it doesn't matter if you're an idol rapper or not. That doesn't make any sense. Since when did becoming an idol rapper mean you had to be worse than people who weren't? That doesn't make any sense. Bobby will eat up majority of the Korean rappers that aren't idols, and that is facts. Minho will do the same. Zico will do the same. Changbin will do the same. Like, I can continue on the list if I have to. Who you are is based on your skill. It doesn't matter if you're an idol or not. If you have the skill to back it up, then that's just that. There's no point in saying idol rapper this versus regular rapper that. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I wish I would just be quiet and just listen to the music and enjoy it instead of just being irritating like y'all always are. Number 14, IU should be in the conversation about the best female vocalist in K-pop. I agree with this 1,000,000,000% because if you've heard Good Day, then you know what IU is capable of, and you know that she should definitely be in this conversation. But I do think when it comes to like Stan Twitter and online, people tend to overlook IU and they don't really pay much attention to her, but it doesn't really matter because she's insanely popular in Korea. She's an icon, she's a legend. So she knows who she is, and the people that matter know who she is. So it's not really that important, but I definitely agree that she should definitely be in that conversation. Number 15, I don't think idols who are depressed should sing motivational songs. I don't really agree because so many idols have said like their music being able to help other people gives them hope, and it makes them happy when people come up to them and say, your music changed my life, your music helped me when I was depressed. So if that like helps them and gives them hope, I think that they should be able to experience that, and they shouldn't have to sing about depressed things or not be allowed to sing at all just because they are depressed, when so many idols feel that music is their escape and makes them happy. So I don't really agree with this. And on that note, I'm done. I don't really have anything else to add. I can do a part 2 if you guys would like me to. Subscribe to my channel, like, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter. I will follow you back. Stream GOT7's new comeback, Not by the Moon, and Stan Treasure when they debut. That's all I really have to say. Thanks for watching. Bye.